bunch of
rest of it's
stuff in there
operating
we
costs.
can't control.
Yeah,
Right.
there's stuff we can't, there's no.
We have no say over, this is what it costs us to put a key in the door in the morning.
Yeah.
And that's it.
That's it.
That's it. I mean, you know, we can't go without medical insurance, we can't go without unemployment,
Yeah.
we can't go without workman's comp, Medicare. Electricity is gonna be,
And that's
whatever that's
I ask
gonna
that every meeting.
Yeah, state retirement.
Yeah.
And actually, the percentage in, the town's responsibility has gone down.
That's
to
gone down.
like a tenth of a percent, or it's gone down.
So,
Those numbers have changed.
Looks good. All right.
I mean,
Okay, that's the ambulance.
Sweet. I'm gonna move on to miscellaneous and unclassified.
Are we, I mean, I don't mean to beat the dead horse, but are we gonna sit down and look at the old plan, the last plan we had for the addition of that?
oh, that's a definite,
Are we gonna decide
Yes.
something?
We need
Yes.
to get moving on that, yes.
that's right, yeah, sooner than later.
Absolutely.
Because if we sell 148, you know, they may or may not be there, you know what I mean?
Exactly,
Just,
yeah, no, we
I'd like to
need
get them under one roof, response times are better, they're all under one roof together, you know what I mean? And I think it'll
What
help
that
them with
means,
the
what
morale.
we need to do, in my opinion only, is that we as a group needs to have a meeting just specifically on that.
Mhm.
And throw things on the wall, and what we think is gonna work, and then things we.
Well, I'd actually like to meet with the department, have the department come and tell us what they,
Tell us what they need,
you know, what they would be looking for.
I'm sure you're well aware of what they need.
We have,
And they must have a wish list,
and we have 2 full-time living in town now, is that right?
Well,
Ben's
yeah,
and
pretty close, I
Connor.
mean,
Amanda's in
Amanda's a
Hamlin
little bit
and,
out of town,
oh, yeah, well,
Amy lives in St.
but we
David.
really want, with that, we
Glenn
want
lives in
people to be on site. No more
The
responding
crew
from
that's
home.
on call, that they're not from town, I mean, I don't have a problem with Glenn being at his place, I really don't, it's right
But-
there.
right,
But you know, I think that should change to really be a professional department.
To have the,
have
I
the
think
station.
so,
Okay,
and then it isn't, and just because the kind of things that don't happen when you're
Yeah,
at
you know,
home.
I agree.
past
And-
experiences has shown us that there's always a divide,
Mhm.
and a point, it makes it a point of
The
friction.
crew will be at the station.
I like that.
Those who are at home versus those who,
Yeah.
due to the fact that we had out-of-town workers had to be in the building, but yet the people who were on the shift were at home. And it created a lot of friction and animosity that we don't need.
That's fine, we're
We
good.
can eliminate it with,
The crew will be at the
Right,
station.
like Nancy's right, let's be professional
Yeah,
about
but
it.
everybody, there's
Come to
got
the
the
21st
time
century.
you show up
But
to
we
work
need
at
them,
6
you know,
o'clock.
we kind of, I
But we
have
have
an
to know-
idea of what they should have, you know what I mean? I've done that type of work, little kitchenette, but, you know, bedrooms, a little lounge area, you know.
I mean,
let's
we
make it
have an
happen.
expectation of them, but we have to fulfill the expectations also on our part.
Mhm.
Right.
Be it, you know, a black and white TV versus a color TV, you know, you know what I'm saying? There's a certain expectation that on each side of the ball, and, you know,
If we do this, we're gonna do it right.
yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not, we're not gonna cut corners with black and white TVs.
You can buy
buy
one.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's probably got some in his cellar.
It's
I
probably,
do.
it's probably a
Is
special.
that the neighbors?
See?
alright. So miscellaneous and unclassified.
So you'll notice there's a pretty dramatic decrease in the streetlight bill
Uh-huh.
after going to LED lights.
I can't imagine.
That's why we
And,
pushed for it.
we do have, we have a credit in some of those lines that'll carry us 10 years in some of our streetlight lines.
Okay.
So the usage has gone down so much, the credit will hang there for a long time. I did talk to them about trying to maybe using those credits to even up our bill, you know what I mean? So that going forward, let's use up those credits as quickly as possible instead of letting them
Hang forever.
carry on. Yeah.
Right.
So, especially where the rates are what they are, it's just, it's hard to budget something that suddenly they go away, but that number is based on our actual,
Are there more streetlights that we could convert over to LEDs?
All done.
everything's over.
Everything's done.
Everything's done.
converted, yeah.
Okay.
The only thing that isn't
School.
are the the green poles, those, but I don't have their, I don't know if
The
there's
black
LED,
poles in
the
there.
black poles not
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
I don't know if they're LED.
They're not LED and Rick could probably address that, but we just bought a bunch of light bulbs for replacing some of them, I think.
Can we get LED bulbs for those, Rick, in the future?
Some of the lamp posts are LEDs now, I believe I have 4 or 5.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So we can get, so from now on, you'll change them to LEDs as they burn out.
It needs to be retrofitted, I'm not an electrician there,
The
but
ballast,
part of
or-
that balance or something needs to be retrofitted to be an LED. But the new ones coming in, we got one coming from the Hebrews, will be an LED.
Okay.
Actually, there's 4, maybe 5 other ones, so that's just process we'll work on.
Okay.
The thing about those lights are actually metered.
Yeah.
So we're paying for the actual usage of them.
Great.
Oh, nice.
The other ones are based on a mathematical calculation.
Yeah.
So, the metered ones, that would definitely bring the metered ones down for us.
Something that I could never understand, I guess, but it's controlled by the PUC, or is these hydrant payments.
Yeah,
I know we have some hydrants that are out of service. How is that calculated? Is that calculated per hydrant? Is it calculated?
it's a number approved, Devin and I have been looking into this, it's a number approved by the PUC. They tell us what it's going to be. I have communicated with Bill, they have gone and identified every hydrant that does not work. They have 6 replacement ones right now that they're going to replace, they have the hydrants. The other 7 are on order so that they'll be replaced, so all 13 of the ones that have not been working for some time will be working.
Oh, wow.
So
This year?
that's being taken care of. Yeah, as long as they can get the hydrants, that's the thing, they're waiting on the parts. So he's hoping to have them July or August, and, we'll see if they count, but he does have 6 that they're going to start removing and replacing with the new ones. So that we're, if we're gonna pay $171,000 for hydrants, they're gonna be working,
Yes.
so.
Other question I had is Memorial Day line item. We haven't had a Memorial Day.
Yeah, that's just,
Can we,
We
some
give,
of these are hard to just change the name.
Can,
we give flags, we give
oh,
money,
okay,
we
those
give
are
money
the-
to the Legion and they buy flags
Okay.
for the cemetery.
fine.
And, they actually buy the Main Street flags too.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And take care of those with some of the, out of this fund, they asked for $100 increase about 2 years ago, flags, and, yep, that's the.
I was unaware of that, thank you.
Yeah, it's
'Cause
more
I
than-
thought they bought their own stuff, so.
Yep, but we.
No, I'm all for it.
In
Yeah,
the
that's-
bookkeeping system, sometimes changing just the name of something
Yeah, throw
Yeah.
everything off.
Yes.
is not good.
Yeah.
So
I know how that works.
unfortunately, you can create a new line, you can create a new number, like a new expense number, but that has to spread all the way across
Everything.
every budget, so all the 0-200 budgets, which are general government. If we put 13, or if we put 1236 in that general government budget, 1236 would say fire extinguisher, for example, all the way across. So it's changing the names and it's a trio thing, it's not really anything other than that. It's just
Boat landing,
Yeah.
I don't think that's enough. And
Well-
I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Let me.
No, you also say we're here.
Okay. We have the wharfs out there, that's a sea base. We've got a sign that's, Mr. Ashley's building us on the corner that's, it's already marked with little pink ribbons. He's gonna be building us a real nice sign. We've talked about this before, we need to really market what we have, and we have not marketed our river and our boat landing at all as far as I'm concerned. I'd like to see us put more into boat landing, and I'd like to see us do some improvements down there. I really would, for the town, because you're gonna have your public park, you're gonna have your boat landing, that's all gonna be one complex. So I'm just spouting off, I'm just, for the future, okay? Rick, isn't there like one of the wharves or something that busted up that needs repair, or?
Yeah, we have one of the wharfs to where the aluminum, I gotta get somebody to weld it, one of the railing. We have 3 sets that go down there, and I've been putting 2 up historically the last few years. Phil Parent requested first and second year, public works director that requested a third one, just because they're doing a lot of water schemes. Nobody's really asked for that third one yet, we're kind of keeping it there right now.
And that's fine, but, I mean, how do you feel about that? I mean, like signage, I mean, do we have enough money to maintain that place? What about the building? I know some, was it the Boy Scouts painted it or some, no, it was,
Ben's.
Ben painted
It's
it.
his Eagle Scout project.
And, does it need to be repainted? I mean, I wanna upkeep that building.
Yeah.
You know, the screen in that building, I want that building to be utilized, and I want us to market that area. I mean, come and enjoy it.
And that was painted a good 8 years ago.
Oh,
Yeah, because he was still in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah, problem.
So how's that holding up?
That building needs a new roof.
Okay, there you go.
You can see building,
So are we gonna let it go, or are we gonna fix it?
so if the council, what they wanna do, right?
Exactly what my point is.
Yeah.
So if we put metal, if we strapped it, put metal on it, would it solve the problem for 20, 30 years?
Probably would.
Or does it need, is it sagging, or what's the deal?
It's just like shingles, right? It's just holes
You
in
need
it.
a little bit of work on the floor needs to be done, a little bit of work, it's minor,
Okay.
highway department can do that, that's not a big deal. We get volunteers to paint it, and maybe get help for us, for the highway department, to put a metal roof on there or something.
We can strap that and metal that in one night. The 4 guys can do that in one night.
It's not a big building.
So we're seeing the building, 'cause right now, all it's doing is leaking to the floor.
That's what we don't want.
And we upgraded electrical in there, so we could use it as a band, because we opened the end and took off the screening, so a band could be in there, so we definitely want the roof, and probably fix the door, but new screening, but yeah, I think it's like, is it wood shingles?
Yeah, wood shingles.
See, that's why
no more
it
screening.
was like a single layer of wood shingles, it's not like asphalt.
It's cedar shingle,
Cedar
shingles.
Cedar shake.
Cedar shingle roof.
Yeah, so it's just kind of real rotten, so.
I think it's a good.
Is there a framing on, there must be a framing on that where you can strap it and metal it?
I think, yeah, basically we can probably, strap it, around top of the shingles and put a metal roof around top of there.
Okay.
I'd have to look at it closely.
Can you do that?
Yeah, I guess what I would say, my comment to that would be, that sounds like an economic development project and not a expense out of our budget project.
So figure out what it's
That
gonna
would be
cost
an
and,
economic development project.
and pull
Put
some
it
money out of
towards-
an account we already have, you don't have to appropriate it.
See, and another thing too about the boat landing, of course, COVID has hurt these last couple of years, but it's also, Denver is also an international seaplane base.
Right, they do come inspect it.
A05B
We
is
need
our
to replace the dock.
805
K. Kilo 05 Baker.
And, you know, with the, now that people can go back and the sportsmen go back into Canada, may see some additional new traffic this year versus last year's because of the COVID. And YouTube would be more aware of it because
Yeah.
it's right there, and I know it's part of your duties, you know, clearing in and out, but that's a big deal. It's a big deal, the fact that we are an international seaplane base, because there's no others up here on the St. John River.
Correct.
We're the only
They
ones.
came last year and inspected it, we needed a new windsock, Rick ordered a windsock and had it put up for us.
Sweet.
So they do come, they come once a year and come check it out,
Yeah.
make sure it meets their
But, you know,
criteria, so.
it's a big,
So,
My focus is on that building though. I don't wanna see another building go bad. If we can fix it, let's fix it now.
and along those same lines, Grand Isle has a bass
Yeah.
tournament,
Yeah, they do
right?
The little canoe race that really is popular.
What better venue to have something like that than our boat landing?
that. Great spot.
I'm not gonna-
It's a great spot, and we're we have one of the nicest boat landings in the state. As far as that goes, as far as access and the.
And they're gonna be
parks
using
area
it,
that we
they're gonna be
have.
using it too. Some guys are gonna be coming down here.
Yes.
So here, I'll throw something out there. Next year, I'm not gonna rain on their parade this year, but I think we should meet with them next year and say, hey, let's make it a Grand Isle Van Buren and let's up the ante. Let's kick in, I think they got $1,800 in prizes. Let's, between the two, kick it up to $5,000 in prizes, so we get more people.
Drive sponsorships.
You got the motel now that's in service, I mean,
I mean, we just
hopefully
get
we'll have a
all-
restaurant. So you wanna talk about doing events, That's, when I saw that, I was unaware that they were doing a mass tournament.
Right.
But if we're gonna do an annual, let's see if they'll let us help them, we can do it as a Grand Isle Van Buren.
As a
Maybe they won't,
collaboration.
maybe they'll say, no, it's ours, you guys can do your own.
And you know, and that would be fine, but, maybe if they don't wanna do that with us, maybe we could do like they do down in the, on the Kenduskeag River, the annual, river race. Hey, why not have a river race from Grand Isle Van Buren? Different types, canoes, kayaks,
Kayaks, yeah.
You know.
It's
Make
been-
a festival out of it, and then
it's
when
been-
when they get to Van Buren, you have food booths.
And then
you
food,
know?
or food booth or food truck or something that,
But I wanna really hook up with them next year to see if they'll let us get in there a little bit.
It's a,
We
it's,
just had them in Duxnake
yeah.
in, Holton last
That's right.
weekend.
So, all
That's
good
always a
ideas.
big draw.
Yeah.
Stories like we kinda hijacked it.
Any other questions here for miscellaneous?
Looks good.